Hey everybody, hope y'all are doing alright. So, building a theocratic government with an inexpensive organic exchange system that takes what profit we accumulate and redistributes it into charity organizations and methods of good expansion. So, things like water, food, clothes, tinctures, medical tinctures and health supplements, shelters, and alternative energy. The hemp plant can help produce all these things. Hemp filters can ensure we consume H2O that is clean. Hemp-made generator centers are ideal for energy conductivity and distribution because hemp is a highly electromagnetically conductive plant or material. And it's easy to grow and good to build with. So, with the idea of the multi-purpose center, it'd be a place where one can go and acquire all one needs to survive and thrive. Hemp is capable of being transformed into bread. So, my idea is on wanting to create a pizza, an inexpensive pizza business or restaurant, as well as clothes and tinctures and all these other things, is still very much a part of my plan. Um, and as in addition to making like pizza bread, you can make pastries, you can make sandwiches, you can even, develop some type of like a Cliff Bar, like a nutritionally very rich hemp, probably mainly derived hemp type of like a nature bar or nutritional bar. So there's a lot of ideas, there's a lot of things that can be done with the hemp plant. But for me and my expertise, the pizza making industry is something that I know very well. I've spent a lot of years making pizzas, and I do very much enjoy it as well. So I'm still going to, I just did some work on it today, and I'm still going to continue into that avenue of using, essentially the pizza place to be kind of like a beacon to just help gather and gain more good attention to this good progress. And I looked up today, just the most popular veggie pizzas, because again, I want to get, eating meats. I mean, the meat problem, the methane gas that's emitted from cows, if y'all saw that one documentary, is worse than the CO2 that comes from all of the cars combined. So not only is our meat consumption and beef consumption in particular extremely bad for the planet, but it's also really bad for us. And the cows, man, these cows, if you ever look at a slaughterhouse video or see how life is inside these areas where they keep these cows contained, it's horrible. Or if you've ever driven through an area where there's a giant farm, of a cow farm or slaughterhouse, like the energy in that area is horrible. So it's not good. We're eating way too much meat. I'm not saying that we have to completely, get away with meat, because everybody is different. So some people, I think, need, for the time being, more meat than others. For myself, I have, since being on the streets and stuff, I did start eating meat again, and I still eat meat. I just had some bacon this morning, to be honest, but I know that I seem to thrive. I seem to work at a much better, level of capability when I'm not eating meats. And there's also just the spiritual aspect of not having to consume another life form that's living and breathing just for me to live, when I can just go and eat fruits and vegetables and these things. And yes, these are still living life forms essentially themselves, but they don't have neurons, they don't have nerves, they don't feel pain, their heart's not going to be stopped when I choose to eat them, or because I continue to choose to eat them. I'm perpetuating a society and a way of doing things that is slaughtering these animals that have feelings, that have souls, that have emotions and all of that. And the conditions that it's done in is very it's horrible, in my opinion. So anyways, I just want to share with you guys a few of the most popular vegetarian pizzas. You got pizza with peppers, olive oil, cheese, peppers, and fresh basil leaves. You got artichoke pizza, mozzarella, artichokes marinated with hints of garlic, lemon, and herbs. You got a caprese pizza with margarita, they call it a caprese, but to me it's very similar to a margarita pizza, which just has fresh Roma or cherry tomatoes, mozzarella, fresh basil, and extra virgin olive oil, and fine salt. Italian-style veggie pizza, roasted or grilled peppers, zucchini, eggplants, and red onions. We got a whole wheat pizza with olives, olive oil, mozzarella, cherry tomatoes, olives, and arugula as a garnish. You got Greek pizza with feta cheese, red onions, tomatoes, aromatic oregano, Greek olives, and the rich, tangy feta cheese, olive oil as the base. Base is just the sauce. That's what they call it, you know. Pizza with zucchini, olive oil base, shaved Parmesan, marinated zucchini. You got pizza with arugula, tomatoes, tomato sauce, which is the base, raw arugula, and rich mozzarella / Parmesan cheese. You got a kale pesto pizza. I love pesto, man. Pesto pizzas are great, personally. But this one has pesto as the base, mozzarella cheese, kale, maybe with a little basil for garnish. Very simple. Spinach pizza with pesto and feta. So again, more pesto with a little bit more ingredients. You got juicy tomatoes, garlic, a whole 10-ounce bag of spinach. Spinach, when you cook it, it shrinks. So you want to, when they say whole 10-ounce, they're really saying you need a lot of spinach because it will shrink. Spinach is also very light. It's a very fluffy, light leaf. So you know, you can put a lot on there. And it's got a lot of iron in it too, so spinach is good for you. Popeye, remember, it gets you strong. But crumbled feta on top, possibly cream or cheddar cheese too, if you want, you know. So we got an ultimate veggie pizza, cherry tomatoes, artichoke hearts, bell peppers, olives, red onion, and some hidden and optional baby spinach. Got the base of tomato sauce and mozzarella cheese. Brussels sprouts pizza. Now, this is one I never heard of. I've never heard of a Brussels sprouts pizza. Like I've made a lot of pizzas in my time, and Pizzicato, the last pizza place I worked for, they had like a different pizza every month, a specialty pizza. They experimented with a lot of stuff, but I've never heard of a Brussels sprouts pizza. So that's very interesting, and it's with balsamic red onions. So we got balsamic caramelized red onions as the base. That's the actual sauce. Instead of putting olive oil or tomatoes or anything like that, you would literally just put the balsamic caramelized red onions. That would be your sauce. Topped with mozzarella cheese and Brussels sprouts. Sprinkle of Parmesan. Then we got fresh tomato pizza. Base of olive oil, fresh summer tomatoes if available, mozzarella cheese, and basil for garnish. So that's pretty much a margarita, but they just call it a fresh tomato pizza, I guess. Which is a very, you know, it's one of my favorite pizzas out there. Just a very simple margarita pizza. It's delicious. So yeah, anyway, I just wanted to share with you guys, give you guys just more of a, you know, better view of all the cool things we can make with just vegetarian pizzas. You know, there's a lot of options out there, man, and they're pretty tasty too, and they're good for you, especially if you use hemp as the dough, as the bread. And then it would also, if it becomes popular, you know, the extra amount of money we get would go into helping, you know, humanity be in a better place. So, all right, y'all. I love you guys. Hope you have a good day. All right. Bye.